You will never succeed at anything if you can't focus on just one thing, is what my middle school French teacher used to tell me all the time. I'm sorry, Mrs., for imitating you like this. I actually really liked you a lot. I'm just playing. I really liked her. I think about this very often. Being a multi-faceted artist or a multi-passionate person, someone who has a lot of not just interests but passions, because there's a difference between a hobby and a passion. And there are people who really love a specific field of art just as much as they like another one. And when those things are related, people don't really make a big fuss out of it. Like if you are a singer who also really loves to dance and or really loves to act, people will not say a lot of things about this because it's still the same, industry and. But if you are, I don't know, a painter who just has a real passion and a real talent, because there's a difference between liking something and being good at it. So let's say you're a painter and a really good painter, but you're also a fantastic cook and you're also an incredible flute player. I don't know, just things that are that look to the others, and that's the whole point, very unrelated to each other. Thinking about what this teacher used to tell me, because she felt that I was just all over the place with all the things that I was doing in terms of extracurricular. Honestly, today as a 35-year-old, thinking about all these things, I am going to admit that she was kind of right, but there is always a but. I just think that it's very logical, it's a given that if you really want to be good at something, you just have to focus on the thing. You cannot, jump from one passion, one activity to the other and expect to master it and be really good at it if you just can't focus on it for the adequate, amount of time. However, after many years, also what I can say with full confidence is that people are just really uncomfortable with the sight of someone being too good at too many things at once. Because how? How do you do it? How come? Why? It's more about them than it is about you. If you are someone who doesn't just like a lot of things, but is also good at all these things, and that people have a tendency to say things to you that sound like, you cannot do all these things at once. You will never be good at all these things. You just have to pick a lane. I just think that it's people having a hard time sometimes just letting other people, especially kids, express themselves, especially adults towards kids, because they love to kill little kids' dreams, don't they, sometimes? When I say that this applies to people who love a lot of things and who are really good at them, even if you're not really good at the things in question, you are allowed to have different passions. You are allowed to have different hobbies, It's crazy to have to say it, but don't let anyone talk you out of practicing something that you really, really enjoy a lot because they don't enjoy too many things, or they just don't, understand that you would want to participate into so many seemingly unrelated activities. So, Mrs. High school French teacher, you were right about someone does have to focus on one particular thing to become good at it, and you have to choose between that thing and other things. That's a given. So that was sound advice, I will admit that, but it is advice that can be given to kids, and I hope that teachers today know better than to just start sentences with "you will never succeed at anything if." It's advice that can be given through the lens of, I think that it's fantastic that you enjoy so many things and that you like so many things and that you are good at so many things. However, if you really want to find fulfillment in all these different fields, I would recommend you focus on each and every single one of them in their own time. But do not renounce things that make your heart and soul so happy. Why would you want a kid to renounce stuff that makes him or her happy? that was today's reflection. What do you think? Are you someone like this? Do you have a lot of seemingly unrelated to each other passions? I'm very curious. I want to know.